What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me. It's another Work Wednesday. So, just going through my day. I'm kind of taking it easy this week, to be honest. So, my oldest daughter came to visit from Oklahoma. She flew back with me last week. When I was there, filming my TV commercial. So that's exciting. But yeah, so she flew back with me. She's here for the week. We went snowboarding the other day. Doing a lot of fun stuff while she's here for spring break. But anyways, taking it a little bit easier this week. We did have a crazy situation happen while I was on the slopes Monday. A buyer basically was giving us some troubles, and my team did everything they could to try to handle it. I try to empower them to where they can do everything on their own without me getting involved. Because that's the ultimate goal, right? Is I just want to be, the CEO, and for now, do the marketing and pretty much be hands off of everything else. But in this situation, it was unique. I'll probably actually do a video on it separately because it's pretty crazy, pretty mind blowing what people do. So, nevertheless, it all worked out in the end, kind of. And my team handled it pretty much by themselves. I just gave them my 2 cents and kind of what I thought about it. So while I was on the mountain, so I was literally snowboarding with my phone going down the mountain several times on Monday, which was fine. I didn't mind it. I was still able to keep up with my kids and everybody, so that was really cool. But my brother-in-law and nephew is here from Oklahoma as well, so there was 5 of us, 3 of my kids, and them 2, and myself. So I guess, there were 6 of us total. It's a lot of people to fit in one car with 6 snowboards, etc. But anyways, it was a good time. We all had a lot of fun. Did the full day, pretty much until the lifts closed. So anyways, so I did shoot my TV commercial last week, which went perfect, as expected. Everything was good, and I actually just got back a proof of the actual commercial. So it looks really cool. They've got the wrong logo in, which is probably my fault, because I've got tons of different logos for the company as well. But we track everything separately, so TV is no different. We have a unique phone number, a unique website, a unique logo, and I wrote a jingle. I wrote the melody and the words to the jingle, and then I just hired a professional to actually sing it and add music to it. So that turned out really cool. It's only 5 seconds long, so it's just kind of right at the end of the commercial. So I thought about actually, because I have a bunch of phone numbers that end in cash purposely. Obviously, I buy those. They're typically around $300 a piece. I got one of them for $99. Got lucky, but the rest are $300. And then you just got to port them over to wherever you want them ported. So anyways, I've got like 5 of those numbers. So I thought about that jingle is so good. I could have, the lady that sang those for me re-record those with those other phone numbers. Because I do a different ad on every radio station I'm on too. I'm on 3 stations. So I thought about maybe doing that jingle at the end of those as well, just so people can kind of get that in their head, even though it's a different phone number. Because I say my company name, what we do, and the phone number all in a 5-second jingle. That's really cool, kind of clever, I thought. I came up with it literally in seconds after they said, hey, we have a jingle that you could use of ours, or you can make your own. So I was like, I just thought of one up, and that's what I went with right away. So anyway, yeah. So I thought about using that jingle in my radio ads, just so the tune and most of the words would be the same. It would just be the phone number at the end a little different. So I think that would help with being consistent throughout, what people hear and see. At least they'll hear that on their radio, and then they'll see it on TV. And who knows, it could even cause like inter-family like arguments. No, it's this phone number. It's this phone number. You know what I mean? Because they all end in cash. So cash is in there, and at the end, and they just all have different prefixes. So, anyways, who knows? I'll probably do that though because it's super easy. to do, and I can just have them top up some of the endings of my commercials to make it work. So I'm excited. We're supposed to be on air by March 28th. That's the day we're starting. So really excited to see how that's going. And then other news, we've got a new flip starting probably in 2 weeks. I bought the house about a week and a half ago. So, that's part of this game. When you're flipping houses, at least, there's holding costs. Then you got to weigh those pros and cons. So I've got a contractor that can start on it today. So when you think about that aspect of it, that's less holding costs because he can start today. And he probably get it done a couple of weeks faster than the other guy, but he's twice as much. So, with him, with materials and everything, it'll probably, because it's pretty much a lipstick deal, but even lipstick deals cost a lot these days, just because the materials and everything has gone up so much. It's crazy. But, it's a lipstick deal, plus a couple of little minor things, right? But that deal with him, with my faster guy, that he could do that probably with materials and everything, for 25, 30 tops, probably 25-ish. But my other guy can't get to it for 2 weeks because he's doing a flip for me right now. So they're both doing flips for me right now. But one guy has several crews, the more expensive guy. And the other guy is kind of just him, and he's got a couple of hands that he uses to help him when he needs it. But so he's doing a house for me in a different town, and he can get to it in about 2 weeks when he finishes that house. So I have at least, and he's probably a little bit slower because he doesn't have a big crew. So overall, time-wise, it'll probably take me an extra month of holding costs with this guy. So when you factor in, the private money loan that I got, and the utilities, and the taxes, that accrue every day, and the insurance, I'll probably end up paying an extra $1,200 maybe in holding costs. Maybe not that much. I haven't even looked. I don't even remember what we pay on the monthly on that. But let's just say it's $1,000 just to make it easy. So if it costs me an extra $1,000 and a month, you got to take that into consideration because time is money. So that's 30 days later that I get to list it, and it costs me $1,200 more. But the more expensive guy can probably get it done in about 5 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks on this particular project. He's more expensive, so he'll probably cost $25K. All right, and then the cheaper guy, which does just as good a work, to be honest, maybe even better, but just as good for sure. He'll probably take, instead of 4 to 5 weeks, he'll probably take 6 to 7 weeks. And I know this because they've both done work for me. So I'll have an extra $1,200, to spend though with him, because that's an extra 2 weeks. That's basically a month when you're talking about holding costs, because you're paying for another month no matter what, right? So that's an extra $1,200 he'll cost me. But with his labor and all expenses, I'll probably be in about $15,000 with him. So 15 compared to 25. So if you add the 1,200 with the 15, that's 17.5 compared to 25. And yes, I lose 30 days that you can't gain back on the market, but it's still going to be, early summer at the latest that we get it listed. So it's in the hot market time to list houses anyways. That's when people buy houses, is spring and summer. So in summer, typically even more, they want to move before school. So I think it's worth it using my more affordable guy. I guess I shouldn't say cheaper, because he's not cheaper in quality or anything like that. He's just more affordable. So I'll probably use him, even though it's more holding costs. So I think that's worth it. I'm sure you do the same. But that's the kind of things you got to think of. So that's mostly what my job is in my company these days, is I manage my flip projects. And I don't mind that, because for the most part, I kind of know what's going on. And since we're virtual, we flip virtual. I saw this house for the first time last week that I've owned for about a month, that he's been working on, this one particular house. So that's just what you got to do. They send me pictures every couple of days. They give me updates on the project, on the progress of the projects, and I manage flips. So really, I just manage those two people because they have their own people that they use. One of them has several crews, and the other guy just has a couple guys that he manages, to help him out here and there. But so, I might have to take a call from Home Depot or Lowe's here and there, to authorize a payment. But oftentimes I can press one on my phone and they just deduct it from there, because they usually give me a heads up, like, hey, I'm going to go purchase materials. These are the type of things I'm going to be buying. So it kind of gives me an idea, if it's a $2,000 purchase or, a $250 purchase. I kind of get an idea before I get the text message to press one or a phone call, like, hey, here's your bill. So anyways, that's kind of cool. But we've got, so we did close on that deal yesterday with that buyer. That was kind of a debacle. We didn't make what we were supposed to make on it, so that's kind of what the biggest issue is, and what I'll do my video on, because I think it's super educational that you can learn from it, because we learned from it as well, and so I'll end up doing a video on that, because it made me really angry to be honest, and sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So I'll do a video on that. But anyways, that's really all for the week. Kind of taking it easy, hanging out with my daughter since she's in town, doing some fun things. Got another booking on my Airbnb here, which is my previous home that we lived in. So that's going well. Bookings are happening. People are staying there. It's been occupied this entire month and will be pretty much the entire month. So yeah, everything's going good with that. Next month I'm going to a mastermind in the Dominican Republic, so that's exciting, and my wife's going with me, so that's a first. That'll be awesome too. She didn't want to go, but I talked her into it, because at this particular mastermind there'll be other wives there, so I'd love to show her off and to have her part of it as well, because whether she's actually active in this business or not, which she's not, she's a part of it either way, because she gets to hear about it when I talk about it. She sees the rewards from it, the benefits of what we do every day. So that's exciting too. So anyways, that's really all I got for you guys. Just a quick little vlog video, and that's really what's on my mind this week. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. If you haven't noticed, we pretty much post every day for the most part. It's pretty rare that we miss a day. So thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time.